Is the earth flat or round? Hi, I'm Simone, the Zen Mommy, and I'm here to help people embrace their divinity. So, this common question, which there's a whole, this whole battle, this argument back and forth between the flat and the round earth. So one of the things in my content that I'm really trying to get people to understand, that when there is an issue or a statement that comes up that divides people and people argue off of these different beliefs, you have to really look at, the fact that you're a creator of your reality. The person who believes, you see, what you have to understand is, from the perspective of the human experience, we are in a game, okay? We are an illusion, okay? We're gods, and I say this often, having a human experience. And as a God, think about what you believe in everything that God is, right? I believe most people believe that God is everything. God can create anything. There's nothing higher or lower. God is infinite. It's he and she. So I want you to bring that home, that whole God, this, because if he's omnipresent and if he's everything, he or she, it is you. Okay. So imagine, being God, right? Being all that he is, and wanting to project your energy out to create different experiences. And so you project your energy out and create an experience called Earth, create an experience called humanity, create an experience to have all of your consciousness divided to have multiple human experiences, okay? Now, each human, which are all God, we're all God, collectively, but have the illusion of separation. So therefore we can be in this life and look at each other, have experience together, and not realize that we're actually the same person. Okay. So once we're in this experience, we're in the illusion. Okay. We're part of the game. Okay. So when someone comes up to you and say, no, the earth is flat, it's no other way. I have found all this data. I have all this proof, and you cannot tell me that it's circular. The government lies. We don't have no real proof. No one's really, the whole 9 yards, right? And then the round people will say, well, we've been taught from childhood. The telescope says this. The NASA says this. The government says this. All of the government and politicians and the books and, scientists and educational, they support this round earth theory. So you can get these two people together with these two different beliefs, and they will fight. They will have endless debate, and with very powerful, compelling, on both sides, very powerful, compelling arguments, right? What I want you to understand is when they're in the illusion, right? Most likely, neither one of them realized to the magnitude that I have realized and that some of you have realized that you are actually creating your reality. And so the God that says the earth is round, the earth is actually round for them. And the God that says the earth is flat, the earth is flat for you. So once you get in this reality, right, and you start believing something, it becomes real to you. So basically your belief, your power, your subconscious thoughts, your energy is projected into your creation, into your reality. And everything is set up as an orchestration to support the life you want to experience, the things that you believe in. So you start to believe in the flat earth. Then you start to do research, right? And as you do research, you'll start finding very compelling evidence, documents, and then you'll be meeting people who all believe it, and you will create a reality where the earth is flat, okay? And then round people, the people who don't really have an open mind, right? They're going to say, nope, this is what the books teach us. I don't want to stray from it. They're also playing a game, right? Collectively, souls, most has agreed that the earth is round, collectively, as a spherical. But the truth is, let's see, I'm going to have to take this on a little deeper level. The truth is, okay, so the truth is it's an illusion that you can experience in either way from your perspective. So I can't really say like who's right or wrong. I know the flat earth person is right in their perspective, and I know the round earth person is right in their perspective, right? Then from my perspective, right, like I've been out of body, had a near-death experience. I know, who we are. I know that this is illusion. I've seen the inner workings of this illusion experience. And I've seen that it's neither round or flat. I've seen that it's whatever you want it to be. I've seen that it's all illusion. Yes, it feels physical. That's how powerful of a creator we are. And we are like, when you experience like going out of body, going to different dimensions, see, a lot of these places are really non-physical that you may experience. But coming here is real physical. And it is it's a physical creation, but it's only physical because we that's what we're creating. We believe it to be physical. Therefore, it could be whatever you want. And so I think I love the flat earth argument the most because I feel like, I appreciate having, as a person with an open mind, I appreciate having an open mind to look that, it's more. At the same time, I just totally believe that it's also an infinite plane, and I know that that there's all these evidence. And here's another thing that happens, right? I've been talking a lot about timelines lately, and, there are so many timelines, right? And so when they come together to argue, right, that means they're on some kind of same timeline where they want to have a debate. But there may be timelines where that exists where it's flat, they have all this flat evidence. There's timelines where it's round, and then there's all this round evidence, right? But what I'm trying to say is all of that is part of the game. It's part of the illusion. When you get into this experience, you're still a God. You're just living in a human perspective, but you're still creating your reality. You're just, the illusion of separation is making you unaware that the things that you are seeing, you create. Because if you see a flat earth person is a person who, my mind is open. I believe there's more to everything, right? That's kind of how they think, right? And once they believe that, right, this is where the creative God power comes in. You start to believe, you start to put thought and energy towards it. This is what you want to see. It automatically creates. See, this is you. You don't have to wave a wand and be like, look, the earth is round. The earth is flat. The earth is round. I want this. It doesn't work like that, right? That's why we're not conscious of how we're actually creating, but the subconscious is a part of our mind that it'll manifest what we want. Now, we're not always aware of the subconscious. It's kind of like this, I don't know, not really a hidden thing, but things come up from the subconscious and project out into our reality all the time. And so it's going to support whatever you believe in. And once you believe in it, you'll go to a timeline where there's more people who resonate with you. And so it's really important to understand, because for every topic that comes up, you need to look at it from like, okay, there's no right or wrong. And that's the first thing I told myself on this journey, is learning that everybody is right in their belief. Because you got to think about it. We are all God, right? But we're also individual gods in this illusion separation, have an experience. And each individual, each aspect part of us, each individual God is an aspect of the true thing, the real, the all that is, right? And so this aspect, this aspect of me, right, wanted to come here. I lived here for so many years, had an awakening, I realized who I was. But while being here, right, I'm also here with other gods who don't believe they're God, who don't believe they have control. And that's okay, right? Because they're playing an experience, right? And so for me to like try, so if I try, to go and wake someone up who's deep in the illusion, they're going to get mad at me. Okay. Even when I make videos, people get upset. They be like, no, Jesus is the only Lord. Or they'll say, you're wrong. We're not all gods, because they're a God having an experience and they don't want to be woken up right now, right? Imagine you were playing a game, right? Or perfect example, imagine you watching a movie and you're getting really into the movie, right? And somebody comes in and says, oh, he dies in the end. And then it ruins your whole movie. Like, why would you tell me the ending? I wanted to find out the surprise, So some people aren't ready for that. So when they're arguing at me, they're not really arguing at me per se. We're a mirror reflection of each other. They're telling me, you're not God. We're not gods, right? That reflects back to them, affirming that, oh, I'm not a God, okay? I worship a savior. This is my experience. So they have to do that because, right, when I talk, I rise a question in their mind. Could this be true? Could we be gods? But they're not ready to accept that because they're creating their experience. So imagine we're all co-creators in this reality. We all have a different perspective and a different reason why we're playing this game. And so, a person who may come in and believe in just round earth, right? They may be very 3D based. They probably want to play the human game for a long time. They're like, no, I'm not going to open up. And as much as we want to see some of these people who like have an open mind. See, my thing about the round or flat earth, I like the flat earth because it's an open mind thought. Now, I know it's illusion either way. I know it could be either way. I do believe that there is more to it. I know in my experience, right? See, deep down, I want to believe that there's more worlds and realities outside of these ice walls. I want to believe that there's inner earth beings and all these things. So I may experience those things in my timeline. So you see how that works? What you lean towards, what you want. Like, this is when I say it's a game you're really playing, you're having fun, okay? You're enjoying an experience. And so when, people come up to me, what about this? Which one is right? Which one is true? And the thing is, I can't even say, as much as I despise religion because of my experience and my perspective, right? There's creators that came here that that's what they want to experience. Maybe they want to experience, can I be good enough to go to heaven? What is it like if I'm bad and I go to hell? And then it becomes a story, right? It becomes a story in time, and time is an illusion. When they get outside of this, it becomes an experience, right? And outside, we can look down and be like, wow, that was a crazy experience. I can't believe I took my memory away and I believed in this religion. And then I decided to be bad and not follow it. And I experienced the hell experience, or decided to be good and I experienced heaven. And afterwards, it's just like you wake up out of the illusion. Like any of this, like what people are talking about, oh, this exists, heaven and all these things, aliens, blah, blah, blah. Everything is possible. Everything that is possible is possible. But all of it is all part of the illusion. Okay, we are source, we have multiple experiences. It's not just the human life. It's every aspect of the human life. What we do, what we get involved in, what we associate with, if we chose to be in a reality where we have rulers and politicians, it's part of the game, that we are playing, co-creating or collectively. Okay. So that's what I feel about the flat earth, around earth, that, is like once you begin to really truly accept this journey, you begin to see that, people are having their experiences. You don't need to tell them, no, that's not real. That's blah, 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 blah. You don't have to preach at them about what they believe. They're creating their own experience. They can do whatever they want. Okay. Even if it looks bad on the outside to you, they might be in it for a certain experience and, for whatever the experience is. A lot of this duality and this negative stuff that happened in this reality, we knew it was negative before we got here. We knew that this whole creation was about dividing source. And when you divide an energy like love, you're going to divide it. It's going to divide to love and hate. So the souls that came in here wanted to experience what it was like to have that difference. What does love feel like when I don't remember? And what does hate feel like, since I never really experienced that? Because your natural state outside of this game is joy, love, happiness, bliss. It's ecstasy all the time. That's just the normal state when we're not in this illusion. So it's an experience. When you look at it from the human perspective, you'll be like, why would I want to experience this, right? Don't look at it from the human perspective. Look at it. You have to walk this journey and believe that you are God. And if you were God and you were like outside of this, and you're like, and you just really think about it. Why? There were times I would think, like, I know some of the reasons I found out about it, why I came here, right? But when I think about it a lot, I know I came here for a lot of things, to help the planet ascend, for the shift, because I wanted to have a family. I wanted to be here. Like, a lot of us chose to be here during this time and age, because this is like a crazy big event. And a lot of us are here just to have front row seats, to see the shifts that's going on in the world right now, to see that this reality is making a major shift in consciousness. And it's just a beautiful experience, especially for those of us that are going on this path of shifting to a higher timeline. So it's going to be two, like I did a recent video about the 5D, 4D Earth split, right? 5D New Earth and New World Order. See, these are the energies that we decide that we want to be here to see this. We want to play this. Either way, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. There's no right or wrong. There's only right or wrong from your perspective, basically. Anyways, thank you for watching. Sign up for my email list if you haven't already, and have a great day.